Clint Boone along with Darren Polish. Partner, it is so great to be here again this week, and this is it, our second week here at Hard Rock Hotel in Tulsa. Looks like we're expecting some more slides right here, as Hard Rock's already starting its second season, well, kind of, here at our casino. I'm sure that you and your dad might see me at the casino each time you go. Maybe our announcers will be there as well to call the action. So with that, let's get our second week started here with it shown on your screen. How It's Made.
What If How It's Made aired on Channel 8 in 2004.
Mr. Polish, How It's Made does not air on Channel 8. How It's Made airs on the Science Channel. The 3:30, not How It's Made.
And now I put American Shopper versus Emily Pesca.
Could that be the end of the world, Mr. Polish? Once again, the 3:30, not How It's Made. And now, How It's Made over American Shopper and Emily Pesca is really your final answer.
Well, if I were you, I would reject How It's Made as my final answer and go with Disney on Ice Crescent's Dare to Dream.
Holy... And now, Mr. Pinwheel, How It's Made is not your final answer. Mr. Polish, you started to interfere with Mr. Pinwheel over Howard Jones. Sorry, How It's Made, American Shopper, and Emily Pesca. Mr. Polish, get Mr. Pinwheel off our screen, and the 3:30, not How It's Made. Get it right, you maniac.
Sorry, I thought that How It's Made was my final answer.
I will call on Regis from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire if you don't get the 3:30. And in fact, How It's Made is not your final answer. And now, Mr. Pinwheel, I will tell you again, the 3:30, not Howard Johnson, no, not that, sorry, How It's Made. And if you duplicate a Mr. Pinwheel again, Mr. Polish, I will send you to Miles Neff. Mr. Pinwheel, I have had enough of you. Go back to CBS right now. Now, this slide reads, Microsoft Windows.
What if Microsoft Windows is on the 3:30? Could it be Windows 3.1, Windows 95, Windows 98, Windows 2000, Windows Millennium Edition, or Windows XP?
Final answer, final answer, final answer, Mr. Polish. Microsoft Windows is not on the 3:30. Mr. Polish, the 3:30, not Microsoft Windows.
Xbox 360. What if Xbox 360 was on the 3:30?
The 3:30, not Xbox 360. Mr. Polish, try again.
You said it, Mr. Boone, just as the words pop up on screen.
The 3:30, not try again. Now look what you've done, Mr. Polish. You added the Windows flag logo from Windows 3.1, and if you mess this slide up again, I will send you to Miles Neff. Mr. Boone? Yes, sir. It appears to me that I'm seeing a tiny little pinwheel at the center of the screen, because you know that we don't allow pinwheels here at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tulsa. Oh, no. Mr. Pinwheel, get out of there! You don't belong at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tulsa. What does he belong to? Well, sir, he belongs to CBS, because I think that he stars in his own show, the Mr. Pinwheel Bloopers. The Mr. Pinwheel Bloopers? We don't watch those shows here at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tulsa. We only watch sports. And if you want to watch Mr. Pinwheel Bloopers on CBS, you need to make a reservation to get a hotel room or suite. We watch the 3:30 Bloopers, which is our own show, every Saturday night, and I have DirecTV at home. I live in Tulsa, Oklahoma, right across from the Expo Square Pavilion. Now, Mr. Boone, from there you can walk to the pavilion to see Disney on Ice. Oh yeah, I usually walk over there to check it out, but when there is a Disney on Ice show, I go inside and get the tickets, then sit right down and watch the stage. Last year, on opening night we went on Scene Dare to Dream, and it had a hostess named Emily. Well, that's what I do. In fact, let me show you something.
Hi everyone, I'm Emily, and I will be your host today.
You hear that? That's my friend Emily. She's from Jefferson City, Missouri. And Mr. Pinwheel, I'm gonna count to 3, and if you don't get off my screen, I will call tech support. And now, it's Disney on Ice, presents Dare to Dream.
Hi everyone, I'm Emily.
Mr. Pinwheel, if you don't get off my screen, on the count of 3, I will call on tech support. You hear me? Tech support, tech support, tech support. Now, Microsoft Windows is your final answer. Mr. Polish, do you think that Microsoft Windows is your final answer? Now wait a minute. Did you say final answer? Of course. So now you kept Mr. Pinwheel. He's still on screen. Get me tech support. Mr. Polish, the 330, not try again. Best here in the Big Mac, and that's a fact. Patriot Auto Group, Mr. Polish. And now, Mr. Pinwheel, Big Mac is really a fact, and do you think that this is your final answer? No. Mr. Pinwheel, go back to CBS. First, you hacked one of the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tulsa's computers, and now you came back to haunt us, Mr. Pinwheel. Politically incorrect with Bill Maher. Mr. Pinwheel, politically incorrect is not your final answer. Holy smokes, Batman!
And Mr. This Pinwheel is not my final answer right here, but one thing I know is that politically incorrect is not on the 330.
The 330, not Big Mac, and if you don't get the 330 on there, I will have to call on Miles Neff. Mr. Pinwheel, you talked me into playing Emily Osment, and right now, I am calling on Officer Danny Bean for the last time, Mr. Pinwheel. Expo Square Pavilion, Mr. Pinwheel, sorry, Polish. Expo Square Pavilion is home of Disney on Ice, presents Dare to Dream.
Hi everyone, I'm Emily, and I will be your host today.
Mr. Pinwheel, how dare you interfere with Expo Square Pavilion and Disney on Ice presents Dare to Dream. Holy Jim Norton Chevy, in Broken Arrow. Expo Square Pavilion is not, and I mean is not, your final answer. The 330, not Expo Square Pavilion. And now, I will call on Miles Neff. Oh, I just got a text. It's probably from Rick Scoggins. Miles Neff needs you guys in his office in 5 minutes. Well, partner, another week here at Hard Rock is about to come to a close. And you might know if Jimmy Kimmel would be coming here any day now. So until next week, Clint Boone and Aaron Polish saying goodbye for now.